Hi, good morning to one and all. Myself, A. Ramanjanelu. Today I am going to explain how to solve the problems, based on the type of beam and type of load. In this class I am going to explain how to draw the shear force and bending moment diagrams for a cantilever beam when it is subjected to point loads. It is the point load. First, the problem given that a cantilever beam of length 2 meters, it carries the point loads as shown in figure. Next, draw the shear force and bending moment diagrams. It is the given beam. For cantilever beam, already we discussed, only one end having fixed support and another end is free. In this beam consists of totally 3 different loads, that is at point A, B, C. At point A acting 300 newtons, at point B 500 newtons and point C 800 newtons. The point A is at a distance of 0.5 meters from A. Next 0.7 meters from fixed end. Next 0.8 meters from fixed end. The total length of the beam is 0.8 plus 0.7, 1.5. 1.5 plus 0.5 is 2 meters. We need to draw the shear force and bending moment diagrams. First, I am calculating the shear force. We need to calculate shear force at point C, B and A. C, B and A. At every point we need to calculate before and after the load. Now first, considering the shear force, it is denoted by F. F at C. That is before loading condition. I am taking before loading condition. Shear force at before load. Here at point C, it is the point C. Before load means there is no shear force. Therefore, shear force at point C before load is 0. Similarly, shear force at point C after load. After load means here acting some load, that is 800 newtons. Therefore, shear force at point C after loading is 800 newtons. Here 800 newtons because I taken positive. I already discussed in previous class, that is sign conventions. I am considering this section at point C. Therefore, right side of this section is nothing but here the load is acting downwards, so that the downward force is taken as positive. Similarly, shear force at point B before load. Before load means we did not consider the load acting at that point. Therefore, before load means right side acting only one load. Right side of, suppose this section we are considering at points B, so that we need to add the algebraic sum of all the vertical forces acting right side of the section, so that right side of the section is acting only one load, so that we will consider that load. So that shear force at point B before load is taken as 800 newtons. Similarly, shear force at point B after load. After load means we need to consider this 500 newtons, so that total having 2 loads. The 2 loads are acting at downwards, so that we will add first load is 800 and second load is 500. Therefore, the total value acting at B point, that is 800 plus 500 is 1300 newtons. It is the shear force acting at point B. after load. Similarly, we need to calculate shear force at point A before load. Before load means we did not consider this load. That means right side having two loads. Okay, that is 500 plus 800, that equals to 1300 newtons. Okay, similarly, shear force at point A after load. Having after load means you will consider this load also. Okay, that is here having total 3 different loads, that is 800 plus 500 plus 300. The total load on the beam is 800 plus 500 is 1300 plus 1300 plus 300 1600. Okay, the total load acting at point A is 1600 Newton. That means shear force at point A after load is 1600 newtons. Okay, next we need to calculate Okay, next shear force at end point. Shear force at point fixed support. Shear force at support before load. Before load means here having 3 loads at right side of the section, that is 800, 500 plus 300. Therefore, the total load is 1600 newtons at fixed support before load. Next, shear force at point S, that is fixed support after load, that equals to 800, 500 plus 300 minus 1600. Here 1600 is the reaction force acting at the support. Here total load acting on the beam is 1600, so that reaction force is acting at fixed support, that is 1600 newtons, that is RA, that equals to 0. Okay, it is the shear force. Okay, after calculating the shear force, we need to draw the shear force diagram. For that, we need to draw the vertical lines at every point. Okay, I'm drawing one baseline. Next, look at the points. It is S, A, B, C. Okay, it is the fixed support. At fixed support, I taken notation as S. Okay. Next, shear force at point C before load, that is 0. Before load is 0. After load, that is 800 newtons. 800 newton is positive, so that this line is known as baseline. This line is known as baseline. Okay, if positive values, we need to draw the above the baseline. Negative values, we need to draw the below the baseline. Okay, here at point C after load is 800 newtons. Okay, you can draw approximately. Okay, I taken point C to D. Here C to D, the distance is 800 newtons. Okay, next I am drawing the shear force at point B before load is 800 newtons. That means here whatever the height, the same height will come here. At point B, before load is same, so that it is point E. Okay, next shear force at point B after load is 1300 Newton. Here 500 load is increased, so that I taken value. It is at point F. Okay, here the distance between EF is increased with some length. That length is 500 newtons. Okay, next shear force at point A before load is 1300. Here F is a point, that is 1300 newtons. Here at point A before load is 1300 newtons, so that this point and this point is its same load, so that we will got a horizontal line. Okay, it is G. I'm taking the point G. Next, shear force at point G after load. After load is 1600. Here increases 300 loads. Therefore, total at point H is 1600. Next, shear force at point fixed end is 1600 before load, so that we'll got the variation from point A to fixed support is same, so that we got same, we got horizontal line. Okay, next shear force at point fixed end after load. That means here having reaction force. Reaction force is taken as upward direction, so that it will be noted as minus of 1600, so that 1600 minus 1600 will get 0, so that the shear force diagram line reaches at 0. 0 is nothing but baseline position. It is the shear force diagram of given cantilever beam. Okay, it is the baseline. Here it is the 0, and it is the length from this point to this point is 800 newtons. Shear force at point C, it is 800 newtons. Next, shear force at point E. Here also E, and E to F, the value is 500 newtons. Here whatever the load is applied, the same load here increase. Okay, next, shear force at point G before load is 1300. 800 plus 500, 1300, so that 1300 plus 300, that means total 600. Here the G, from G it will increase, that is 300 newtons. Okay, next, shear force at point fixed end, that is at the support of the beam. The total shear force will having 1600 newtons. 1600 newtons. Okay, next, after including the reaction force, the shear force is 0 at, by considering the reaction force at left support. Okay, similarly we need to calculate bending moment. Up to now we calculated shear force. Next, similarly calculate bending moment. Bending moment. Okay, here the bending moment, it is denoted by M. we need to calculate bending moment at every point C, B, A and fixed support. Okay. First I am calculating bending moment at point C. At point C, here the bending moment, here bending moment is nothing but force into distance. You know that force into distance. Here force is acting on the point C is 800. The distance from C to applied load is 0. So that bending moment at point C is 0. Next, bending moment at point B, that equals to, for cantilever beam, the bending moment is negative because it will get the halving. That means it will negative. So that for bending moment, for minus of, for calculating in bending moment for cantilever beams, we need to place minus before the calculation part. That means it is the negative bending moment. Okay. Minus of bending moment at point B. Here having total 2 loads including point B. First load is 800 into distance from C to B is 0.8 meters. Okay. Another load is 500. The distance from the load to the point B is 0. Okay. Therefore, bending moment at point B is 640 Newton meter. 640 Newton meter. That is 800 into 0.8. We'll get 640 Newton meter. Here units is the important. Next, bending moment at point C. Bending moment at point C minus of bending moment at point A. At A, right side of A acting 2 loads and point A acting 1 load. Total 3 loads are acting at point A. Okay, we need to calculate 800 into first load, distance from point C to A. We need to calculate point C to A, that is 0.8 plus 0.7. Next, similarly, second load 500 into distance is 0.7 from point B to A. The distance is 0.7. Okay. Next, similarly, third load 300 into distance is 0. Okay. Here the total load on the beam is we'll calculate first. I'm calculating the first load 0.8 plus 0.7 into 800. We'll get the value of bending moment caused by the 800 load at point C is 1200 plus load bending moment caused due to the load, second load, that is 500 into 0.7. 500 into 0.7. We'll got the value 350. Next, plus 0. Okay. Therefore, the total bending moment is at point A is equals to minus 1550 Newton meter. Okay. Next, we need to calculate bending moment at fixed support. I am taking the point as fixed support, that equals to minus of having 3 loads right side of observed in diagram, 3 loads right side of the point fixed support. So that we need to add loads. First load is 800. Distance from point C to fixed support is 0.8 plus 0.7 plus 0.5. Next, the second load is 500. The distance from point B to fixed support is 0.7 plus 0.5. Observe, the distance from B to A is 0.7 plus 0.5. Similarly, the third load acting is 300 into load is 300 and distance from load to fixed support is 0.5 meters. So that the distance from load to fixed support is 0.5. Okay, we need to simplify the above equation. We'll get the value of shear force at fixed support, bending moment at fixed support is minus of, we'll calculate the value 0.5 plus 0.7 plus 0.8 into 800, that is 1600 due to the first load 800. Next, 0.7 plus 0.5 into second load, that is 500, that is value 600 due to the load at point A, that is 300 into 0.5, that equals to 150. Okay, calculate 1600 plus 600 plus 150. The total value at point A, the bending moment is 2350 minus of 2350 Newton meters. It is the bending moment at fixed support. Okay, like that, by using this procedure we will calculate the shear force and bending moment at different locations. Okay, by using these values we will draw the bending moment diagrams. Okay, similarly, first we need to draw the baseline, same as in baseline, that is parallel to the beam, it is the baseline. Next, give the notation F, A, B, C. Okay, here bending moment at point C is 0. Therefore, bending moment at point C is 0. Next, bending moment at point B. Bending moment at point B is 640. 640. That means from here to here, we'll take, I'm taking one point. Okay. Next, bending moment at point A, that is minus 1550. Here, the values is minus. It is minus value. So that minus values, negative values, we will draw the below the baseline. Positive values we will draw the above the baseline. Okay. Next, bending moment at point fixed support. We got 2350. 2350. Okay. I'm typing approximate value. Okay. Next, after completion, we need to join we need to draw with straight lines. Okay, it is the variation of bending moment diagram, bending moment shown by using this bending moment diagram. It is the shear force diagram, SFD, and this one is bending moment diagram. Okay, see, it is the D, E and F. Okay, here the variation at point B, that is bending moment caused due to the load 800 newtons, is 640. Next, at point A is 1550. Okay, and similarly at point fixed support, the value is 2350. Here the bending moment is negative. After completion of drawing, we need to give the area of shear force. Okay, the shear force is positive. The area will be the hatching. It is the shear force. Okay. Up to now we calculated shear force and bending moment diagrams for a given beam subjected to point loads at different locations. Okay, thanks for watching. In next class I will discuss the cantilever beam is subjected to UDL load, uniform distributed load.